Good morning, sir. It's actually my pleasure to interact with you. Today, I have a bunch of questions and I would like to pose it to you, get to know all the insights from you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure for me to receive that request from RIT and from you to make that podcast. And I really like to try this, and I hope to give you some information which you can reuse for your students.
Yes. So, sir, it's been a while you have been here, but I think we did not get any time to interact in this way. So, first, I would like to ask you to tell about yourself and about your background a bit, and what's your current assignment in RIT.
Yeah, I studied information technology in Germany quite after the Matura and got the diploma. And I walked straight into business later on. There was no gap for military. I could avoid this, luckily. And I dig directly into a company producing switchboards and doing complete automation products, automation panels and products. And I worked there as a planning engineer for 2.5 years. I learned a lot. In addition to the theory, which I learned before during the study, that was very theoretically.
Yes.
And this was very practical. That you really need to do not quite hands-on, but pretty close to hands-on. And afterwards, I got an offer from a bigger company producing PLCs, define new products for the market in a group, and that was a young group, 6 young people from my age, and it was really a good time, and I decided to move. And the company was so good and so flexible that I stayed there for more than, I don't dare to mention that, but it's more than 30 years.
That's a long time. That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time, but as I said, the tasks were so flexible. And nearly every day was different. I'm now out of work, a couple of years in pension. And then I heard from a friend, as always in life, sometimes you hear something, and I always tell the young people, my kids as well, keep your eyes and your ear open. And a friend of mine mentioned, I'm now working for SES, Senior Expert Service. Oh, what's that? And 2 days later, I sat at my computer and I registered. And half a year later, SES, they approached me because they got a request from you. There was not a long time for me to say, that's what I like to do.
What is the one reason that you register for SES?
The beauty is foreign countries, of course, foreign cultures, and there's a chance to interact and to talk about my knowledge, my business, and discuss with people about my business. And this chance, I think, was very attractive. And I said, that I'm going to try.
So it's like after a gap, you wanted to experience that again and explore new people.
Exactly. So in other words, I told you about the doors.
Yes.
The other day, and suddenly a door opens. And that's a nice chance.
You have been here for a while. And how was your experience in RIT, sharing all your expertise?
Yeah, RIT is definitely a very great constellation. Being hosted by a big company and with the idea to train free of charge people to qualify them. And that's a very good aim, because I know that the qualification of young people is very important. I know this much more now than I knew when I was a kid. My parents always wanted to push me to a higher school, but I was more a practical person in those days. But now I'm very happy that they did so. And it's very important. And here at RIT, I think it's a very good climate.
You have observed a few of the activities that are happening in RIT, and what is your impression on those activities?
Yeah, I think it's important to be flexible, to have a certain plan of teaching.
Okay.
but always to interact with other companies. You go to other companies
Yes.
to bring them there, to show them that is a real production here.
Yes.
Yeah. You coordinate and interact with other universities and other schools. That you're dealing with both
Yes.
the faculties and the students.
Yes.
Yeah? So you have the goal to have both here, yeah? And have different levels of training for both. And that is more or less, I think that's more or less a little bit of unique. Yeah?
Yes.
To have this combination here, especially for you as a trainer.
Being a trainer, like I believe a student should know the practical as well as the theory, because knowing only theory is incomplete. And also knowing how this practical is being implemented in the real world is equally important. So sir, like have you been to India or this is the first time for you?
That's the first time.
Okay. How many countries did you visit?
Oh, roughly about 40.
40, okay.
Yeah.
So, like, would you like to tell me the most memorable moment in India that you have experienced?
Well, the traffic. The traffic is incredible for a European. I mean, I did not expect that extreme. And of course, the pollution. The pollution is a big issue for us.
Okay.
We have all cars now by law with catalytic conversion. And if you fly in here, it's now the opposite, and then heavy traffic. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But I'm not sure if that was the question. That was one phase. The question was in general, no? India.
Yes.
India. Yeah. And then, of course, the people. Of course, the people. And the people are very polite.
Okay.
Yeah. And I like the way, how to say hello. No?
Okay.
I like this way of just taking your hand up to your heart and say, good morning. That is very, although you don't touch the other person, you take time, look at the eyes of the other person. That's, of course, important to take a bit of a time.
How is the food in India?
The food, I can get along very well.
Okay.
I'm vegetarian.
Okay.
And what is very good in all the restaurants, the menu has a certain mark in the menu. This is for vegetarians.
Yes.
And it's good to mention, not so spicy. That is good to mention. And if they reduce a little bit in the kitchen, it's absolutely great.
Okay.
Absolutely great. And it's more spicy than I'm used to. But in this environment, the temperature and the humidity, perfect for the body. I can get along very well with your food.
Okay. What do you like the most about people of India?
A little bit of respect. If you enter the room and they get aware, or there's a foreigner, and they stand up and say, hello, good morning, or whatever, namaste.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? And that is a very polite form. And I like it. And the way of talking as well, how we talk to each other, there's always a little bit of, I would say, respect in the background. You can feel it, not directly, but within the sentences.
Yes, sir.
How we address each other.
Yes.
We always address by name.
Okay.
That's absolutely common. And you address always by sir or madam. It's just a matter of being adapted. But for us, there was a big change in the last, I would say, 15 years. It was a change from the last name to the first name.
Okay.
So if you address a person by the last name, you say a little bit, I'm not pretty close with you.
Okay.
Keep a bit of distance. No? Mr. So-and-so.
Okay.
It's a bit of a distance. 20 years ago, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you address by the first name, it was opposite.
Okay.
Then it was, they're doing some business under the table or whatever. Oh, they address by first. They are all good friends, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
And so that changed. It's absolutely normal by first name.
Okay.
But it's a polite. We have the difference between a person is you, which I know very well, and a formal person at Sie, like the French people. They have a difference in addressing.
Yes.
You and Sie. No? The English don't. It's just you. It's both. So
Yes.
they mix it up. No? But you can keep the polite form. It's very polite. Sie and the first name.
Okay. Can you tell me about your childhood, like growing up in Germany?
I was a shy little boy, and on my certificate every year there was a sentence: the boy need to talk more. he's too quiet. He's too quiet. No?
Okay.
But I grew up in a very sheltered environment, I would say. I was the only kid from my parents, and I was wanted. I was wanted because my parents were comparatively old for a kid. You know, they want to have one. It was not that easy, but finally I was there. You know,
Okay.
and so it was a protected environment, and I'm very thankful to this. Yeah, and they guided me, of course, with good recommendations through the first years of life before I could get independent. Yeah.
So you were a very shy kid, but now you are very active. How did your school days shape you as a person you are now?
Yeah, of course. The education in those days was guided by the rule, make the kids always think behind the first curtain. There was always the question, why? So you learn not the answer to give, but to give the reason in addition.
Okay.
Yeah? So, why do we go this way? Way one or way two?
Okay.
The answer is, we go way one. The answer is not sufficient. We go way one because of.
Because of, yes.
So you add always, automatically, you add the reason.
Reason, yes.
And that is very, very important, the reason. Later on, I experienced managers in the company. Now we develop this product, and this will be postponed.
Okay.
Wow.
Right.
That was completely opposite to my recommendation. And then I asked, why? Why? What's the reason? There were much more arguments for this. And the answer was, the CEO told us. That was not a sufficient reason.
Yes.
Because your father said, or your boss said, no. Yeah? The person needs to know why the decision was made by the general manager, and he has to represent it. Yes, general manager hits the decision because of.
Yes.
You know, and then it's fine.
Okay.
Then it's fine. Yeah? We hit the decision because this is faster to realize than this. Yeah? The benefit is less, but it's fine. It's a reason.
Okay.
And that is one of the very deep values I earned from my years at school.
Okay.
Always ask behind, and what is the intention of the person. Okay. So the education was good, very good.
Okay.
No doubt about it.
So we should always have an idea to answer the question why.
Yeah.
So that's the value you learned from the school.
Yeah.
I think it's very solid that we should know.
Yeah.
And I think from now on I'll also try to have an answer for why, because it seems that the decision will be very strong when we have the answer.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
As a student, what was the biggest challenge for you?
To get to the end. It was a long time.
Okay.
Lots of examinations, you know, and there was, how is it called? Lots of people did not pass.
Okay.
That was around about 80% did not pass.
80%.
Yeah,
Okay.
80%. So we started in this semester with 200 people, and it was reduced to a small class later on. Okay. You know, and it was a big challenge was not to lose track, to keep on. Sometimes it was difficult, and there were some very theoretical topics, very theoretical,
Okay.
and there was no application later on seen. But you have to go through it,
Yes.
or you have to say, I'm resign. And the biggest challenge was keep on track.
You have told that your physics teacher suggested you to choose this information technology, but ultimately, what is the reason that you have chosen this career? Like you have worked for almost 40 years.
Yeah. And that is not an individual choice.
Okay.
That is always the fortune, or the opportunity, I should better say. Opportunity and fortune.
Okay.
There are opportunities in life, and there are fortune if it's good, if you take it, or there is misfortune if it was not good. Yeah. and you can't plan the route of life from the beginning, impossible. My plan was different. I wanted to go more in telecommunication.
Okay.
But in those days, it was difficult to get a job there because of the economy was down when I was ready. Yeah? And there was the occasion to start with this job in the electrical engineering, as I told you, in the company, because it's really a very good field. And later on, I'm sure the company was much better to me as any other one.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was so dynamic. And what was very important to me was the people around me, the colleagues. I was a very good relation, very good relation to them. And it was a little bit like a very, very big family. Yeah? If you get somewhere abroad and you came from the head office, yeah, you were part of the family there.
Yes.
Yeah?
Sir, if you were able to travel back in time and meet your younger self, what would be the one thing that you want to tell?
Yeah, there are always two sides. It's between interacting between people. It's the technical side and the personal side.
Okay.
And this personal side is at least as important as a technical side.
Okay.
And maybe this should be more in the center. That I should have put more in the center in my use, because I was always convinced that if you talk competent about a certain issue or a certain topic, that's always sufficient. And that is the right way to communicate. But there is a lot more behind. Now, the personal, I would say, relation between the two people who are talking is very important. So there is always, I would say, it's a cotton wire. It's a Faden in German.
Okay.
It's a cotton wire, which is invisible. It's existing between two people, or between more. And this needs to be existing and is very important.
Okay.
And if you are rude or unpolite with a person, this wire could easily break.
Yes.
And if this wire is broken, then the technical communication will not be as effective as it could be.
Okay.
That's an effect.
Yes.
And I was not aware of this, but my experience is that it's very, very true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing you'd like to tell to your younger self.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like I think it's a message for many of us.
Oh, of course, that was the idea. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Take care of that or watch to this. Yeah, but it's difficult.
We will have set of values that guide us in our life. And what were the values that guided you in your life?
Yeah. I think that the way of free communication, of telling your opinion.
Okay.
I think that's a high value, and I was always very happy to have this value.
Okay.
I can tell you the truth. I don't like it. I'm a different opinion.
Okay.
And that is a high value, and this is, but it's very important. It's very important, but it needs to be communicated in the proper manner. The manner is important. Don't never be impolite, but stick to your position. Even if the others, they are completely different, they have a different opinion. Or a very funny event. I was out on business, and afterwards, after the session, we were invited.
Okay.
We were invited for dinner.
Okay.
And in this country, it was usual to have a good drink afterwards.
Okay.
And there was one drink after the other coming automatically. You don't order, you were not asked. Yeah?
Okay.
Of course, 1, 2 is fine. And then you need to start thinking.
Yeah.
You are in front of the group tomorrow morning. If I continue this way, there were 10, 12 people, you won't make it tomorrow.
Yes.
And then you need to refuse.
Okay.
Sorry? And then more and more drinks come here around my plate. There were like 4 or 5 drinks,
Okay.
But nobody could understand. They were all drinking in good mood,
Okay. Yes.
But I needed to say, sorry, This time not. No?
Okay.
But at the next day, I was a strong man from Germany because I refused, you know.
Sir, I feel like people have different definitions about some things. And what was your definition for success? How do you define success? And has it been changed over time?
Yeah, success is something which you define by yourself, what you want.
Yes.
What you want. There is a special task. You have to take the task, yeah. And if you take the task as your task, then it's a matter of measurement. If you realize the task, then it's success for you. Sometimes you give tasks to yourself. I wanted to reach this.
Yes.
I wanted to get the diploma within a year. Yeah, and then it's a task you're given by yourself. And if you manage this is success.
Okay. So setting a goal and reaching it.
Setting a goal and reach it.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah. But you need to be convinced that is your goal.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. It's always important to take the timeline.
Okay.
Don't say, we will do this and this, but at what time?
Okay.
Time is always a limitation.
Can you share us a story from your life where you were very resilient or that shows perseverance of you?
Yeah. Sometimes if you want something that does not really happen immediately, you want to get somewhere, you want to, go to a certain department, or you want to be closer to a girlfriend or whatever. There are different targets,
yes.
And you can't, you feel it does not go directly. Sometimes I'm stuck, I can't proceed,
Okay.
and then I was about to surrender. Yeah?
Okay.
I won't make it, I won't make it. And then I was listening to the radio, and there was a song.
Okay.
There was a song playing.
Okay.
And the song says, you can get it if you really want. You know the song?
Yes.
You can get it if you really want.
Okay.
Yeah? And that song says a lot. Yeah? It's not easy sometimes to get it, but you must really want it.
Okay.
If you really want it from the bottom of your heart, then you will make it. Even if there is no straight success, but keep on trying. But the most important story is, do you really want it? Or is it just on the way? Or do you really want it? And then you get it.
Okay.
And my experience is, if you follow this, you're very fine. If you not really want it, leave it. If you really want, must try, and try. That's the text of the song, you know.
Okay.
It's very true.
Sometimes we do not get what we want immediately, and we tend to give up.
Yeah. An example of what?
Yes, sir. An example from your life.
Yeah. Maybe there was a situation, always new departments, always new organization, and new groups.
Yes.
And I wanted to be in another group.
Okay.
With another target. I want to have more international contacts. I do not want to do so internal work.
Okay.
More external work. And that was not really possible at the moment. No? But I kept on working on that.
Okay.
I kept on working. But I took the job as it was wanted. And finally it was seen that it's a better match.
Teachers are really important to this world, mainly to the young. And what would be the one suggestion you would like to give to today's teachers in shaping the minds of the children?
Always ask why, and accept different opinions. Always teach them, not give an answer without knowing the background.
So they should also know why it is happening instead of just knowing what happening. So the why, the answer to the why should be explained by the teachers.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
it's always important for the teachers to grab the person where they are and to shape them to be honest.
Okay.
Be honest, even if it's difficult, and even be able to say pros and cons. Not only say what the person in front of you wants to hear. So it would be good if the others can forecast what will be your answer.
Okay.
No? So two persons are talking. If we ask our boss about this, no? what will he do? Yeah, and if he is a very transparent, accurate person, they can forecast.
Yes.
Yeah, he will agree. He will agree because we know him. No? If he is just acting, you never know.
Yes.
Yeah, in a good mood, yes. In a bad mood, no. You know, then you need to reach the right moment to ask him. Sometimes in the morning he's in a good mood. Yeah, you can have this.
What qualities do you believe are essential for a student to be successful in their life?
To be willing to learn.
Okay.
To be willing to learn and don't stop learning. Never say, now it's enough. No? Learning is an ongoing process. Open the eyes. No? Be open and try. If you have the chance, open and try and verify.
If you were able to share a life lesson to the students all over the world, what would that one thing be?
There is a very famous sentence which came in mind from a Russian person. Yeah? That's maybe a little bit in that direction. It's Mr. Gorbachev. You know Mr. Gorbachev? No.
No idea.
No, it's an old. It's in the 90s. You know.
Okay.
And he opened the German Wall. He agreed that the German Wall, or that the eastern part and the western part can decide where they want to belong to.
Okay.
Yeah? And he said, "Who comes late is punished by life."
Okay. Who comes late is punished by life.
Don't be late, be in front, keep on pace with technology.
I think you have already mentioned, but can you exactly tell us a moment in your career which has been very rewarding to you?
Yeah. Maybe I can follow up with this intention to change the group of working, you know, and finally that was a rewarding moment when the head of this group came to me, you know, and said, everything is arranged. No? Next week you can join the group here.
How do you see the future of automation evolving?
Yeah.
And what skills will be important for the next generation of students?
Yeah, automation is definitely always behind IT technology.
Okay.
IT is a leading technology. If you have a personal computer, if you press a button, yes, what is the probability that that happens? It's now increasing, but in the early years of Windows or other operating systems, the probability was low.
Low, yes.
It was less than 95%. If you press a button, it might happen, it might crash.
Yes.
So the reliability of a computer was weak. It's improving now, it's much better. So there will be definitely a move, but we can forecast it because we have a leading technology. We have the internet, the different websites, HTTP, and all that stuff. And now automation is joining with the movement IoT.
Yes.
Bring their devices into the internet, joining in that direction. So if you go along with the IT technology, you can forecast what will happen with automation. Especially the functionality which is important in that sense is the security. So cybersecurity. That is extremely important for the process, for the factory, because this has major impact if there is an attack. Yeah? And that will come. That is always the decision of a manager. Go following that technology with the risk of being hacked or having an attack. That is a major problem.
So, like talking about values, what is one German value or the work principle you believe could generally benefit Indian students?
There was this quality attribute made in Germany. I don't know if you know this.
Yes.
It was more than 3 words. You know, that was an attribute of quality.
Yes.
This was made in Germany. And there is a certain culture behind Germany that is people are always on time. They are very precise. They take everything serious. You know, and this changes in the years because there's always an influence about. We need to be more effective. You can't do it as solid as needed. You need to do it more fast. And if you do it too fast, you're getting imprecise.
Yes.
You have more faults, and the question is, can we handle the faults? Maybe we do not need products which last for 10 years, maybe it's sufficient for 5 years and so on. Yeah, so there is definitely a change, and there is this one German culture is not existing anymore. But generally, the idea of the classical German culture, which was existing, I think these terms of make it properly right from the beginning, make it proper right from scratch, from the beginning, yeah, and do it on time. These are, of course, goals which are universal valid. To put it in one sentence, to summarize a little bit, yeah, that would be make it right from the beginning.
I feel a lot motivated and inspired after getting such many insights from you. On the behalf of RIT, I would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It's been a very fruitful time with you past this month.